Hello, my name is David Blekhman. I'm a professor in sustainable energy and transportation at the Department of Technology at Cal State LA. It is my pleasure to be invited to speak with you during today's Professor World Peace Academy meeting. And as today we are envisioning the future living environment, I would like to present sustainable hydrogen technology and education at California State University, Los Angeles. Why are we looking at hydrogen? Why this technology is being developed nowadays? So two major issues that we are facing as a society is climate change, and you can see how it's rapidly changing with the human intervention. And the second issue is that we have to realize that fossil fuels are not here forever, and that energy trade creates a lot of issues. So we would like to address that with the ability to producing our own hydrogen fuel. That is pretty much universal and can be utilized in a lot of different places. So one of the cornerstone technologies at Cal State LA that allows us to look and study hydrogen is hydrogen station, hydrogen fueling research and fueling facility. And as you can see the front view, that's where vehicles come and we can connect them. And you can see dispenser looks like a gasoline dispenser, but in reality it dispenses high pressure hydrogen. And you can see the technology behind it, behind the wall, compressors, storage of hydrogen, and chilling equipment. We also invite people for tours to learn more about hydrogen technology. We have kids come in, college students, and also we have professional meetings that want to learn more about hydrogen. Another piece of technology is electrolyzer, and that is a unique capability of Cal State LA Hydrogen Station, is that we produce hydrogen from electricity by splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. We capture hydrogen in those pieces within the electrolyzer, and then it goes into the rest of the hydrogen station. We are capable of producing 60 kilograms a day. It's to fuel 15-20 vehicles. The goal of our hydrogen station is to learn about hydrogen technologies and to train students about how hydrogen works and what are the other technologies that are involved in this. So on our campus, we have a solar power produced by 1 megawatt solar installation that was introduced in 2020. And so this 1 megawatt solar is producing enough, more than enough electricity to power our electrolyzer. Of course, it's this power is available only during the day, and our electrolyzer runs pretty much any time of the day. But the whole concept is here that we can produce enough solar to produce hydrogen. Another green technology that we have on our campus is EV charging. We can charge electrical vehicles with electricity, and again, the electricity can be coming from solar or wind technologies that are not producing greenhouse gases that are very detrimental to the climate change. So our hydrogen station, as you can see, can fuel not only passenger vehicles, we have fueled buses. On the bottom, you can see we fuel trucks. And the truck on the bottom right is very interesting. That's the truck that participated in 2022 hydrogen race in Dakar. So now hydrogen vehicles can even race with the, diesel engine, diesel-powered vehicles. So here on this slide, what I would like to introduce is the concept of how universal hydrogen fuel is. On the top left, you can see we are producing hydrogen via electrolysis from renewable sources. Here you have windmills, but on our campus, it's solar technology. And once we produce hydrogen, it can be stored. So you can see big storage tanks in the middle. And then this hydrogen can be used in residential applications in our houses. It can power stoves, it can power heat, production of electricity, it can power industrial processes like steel making, and of course, very good applications in commercial, hospital, schools, office buildings, grocery stores have used fuel cells. And also hydrogen and fuel cells. And also, once we have hydrogen, it's excellent fuel for transportation. And now we are going beyond just passenger vehicles. We've built hydrogen trucks. And then from hydrogen trucks, we've gotten ideas, and what you're going to see is more of the hydrogen demonstration projects for now in the ports, on the railroads, at the airports. We already have a lot of hydrogen vehicles in warehouses as forklifts, FedEx trucks, UPS trucks. You're going to see all kinds of Amazon trucks doing deliveries with electric and hydrogen vehicles. And here I would like to share with you a piece about a hydrogen house that was built in Sweden, Gothenburg, Sweden. I was traveling there in 2019, 2020, and I was so amazed about this hydrogen house that kind of encompasses all of the details I was just talking about, producing hydrogen from solar through electrolysis, storing it in the house, and then using it during winter. This is different than, for example, where I work in Los Angeles. There is a lot of sun in Northern Europe during summer, but not in winter. So we are storing hydrogen produced in the summer and then using that stored energy in the winter. And so I created a YouTube video. If you look at the bottom right, it's just a snapshot from the YouTube video. Now it's more than 22,000 views. I would recommend that if you would like to see it, and it's a 15-minute documentary that walks you through all of those technologies. So you just type hydrogen house. You can use a couple of other keywords, secant or Blekhman, my last name, and then it will pop out. You will see, you can, one of the first videos, or you can see the face of Hans Olof Nielsen, that the guy who designed this house. And thank you very much for your interest in what we do at Cal State LA. Obviously, we have a program that teaches about solar technologies, hydrogen technologies, electric vehicles. So come and learn at Cal State LA. Thank you.